What happens when a narcissist falls out of love with you? It can be so painful and heartbreaking because if you're still in love with that narcissist or you feel very, very bonded with that narcissist, what happens? And you go into that discard phase and now you are dealing with the aftermath of this. What happens when you're dealing with this? The cold, hard truth that no one tells you. Hey, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. I'm a negotiation expert, a high conflict communication strategist, attorney, and the best-selling author of Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. And if you're navigating a relationship with a narcissist, whether it's romantic, professional, or even family, you already know this. It's crazy, it's confusing, and one of the most painful, disorienting things I hear over and over from my community is this. They said they love me. Now they act like I don't even exist. And that's why I chose today's topic, when a narcissist falls out of love with you. And here's what you need to know right off the bat. It's not about you. It never was. Narcissists don't fall out of love. It's because they never felt love to begin with. It's always about supply. It's always about control. And so today, I want to break down what's really going on with them and how you can handle this and what you can do about it. And I'm going to give you some real examples, real strategies, real talk. If you're new here, remember to subscribe so you never miss a new video, and hit that bell, that notification bell. And if you're dealing with this, you're navigating this, especially in a new situation, when you want templates for emails. I have 30 text and email templates just so you know exactly what to say. And you can get that at slaymyemails.com, slaymyemails.com, where you can just grab it from the QR code right here, packed with top scripts. Stop that narcissist in their tracks. You can get it for free and you can just have them right there at the ready. So let's get into this. It's not about love. It never was. Let's call it what it is. You know, in a healthy relationship, love is mutual respect. It's shared growth. It's shared connection. It's care. But to a narcissist, love is just another tool. It's another form of manipulation. It's a way to control the narrative and secure supply. Supply means attention, validation, admiration, and ego boosting. So when a narcissist starts acting like they're falling out of love, what's really happening is this: you're no longer feeding them that level of supply. You are, no longer like that drug to their drug addiction. You're starting to wake up. You're starting to see what's happening. You're starting to see the patterns. You're setting boundaries. You're becoming the most authentic version of yourself. You're starting to be less reactive. They don't fall out of love. They lose interest because they're losing control. So I had a client who was married for 10 years, and in the beginning, it was a fairy tale. The constant texts, flowers, compliments, asserting herself. So what happened was she started asserting herself, asking for space, and she started speaking up and making independent choices. And she started becoming the real version of herself. She started, you know what? I know who I am now. And when that started happening, he started losing interest. That's not love. If you start becoming the real version of you and that person starts losing interest, that's not the person for you. That's when he started saying, you know what, you're difficult, you're too emotional. Then that's not a person that you need to have in your life, right? And I want to know if this has happened to you, and if it's happened to you, tell us about it in the comments. And that's when it's time to move on. I want you to put that in the comments. Move on. Just move on. Have you ever met somebody, they started off to be the most charming, charismatic person you've ever met in your life, then they turned out to be your worst nightmare, and then when you go to negotiate with them, they're a living hell? Well, I developed something called the SLAY method of negotiating with narcissists, and it has helped tens of thousands of people in more than 150 countries win, go from feeling drained and defeated to getting the outcomes they want. And the reason why it works is because I spent more than 20 years studying narcissism as a trial attorney, and now I'm here to help you win too, and also take your suffering and turn it into your superpower. Take your pain and turn it into profit, peace, and purpose as a highly specialized high conflict negotiation coach. If you want to learn how to do it, then just go to RebeccaZung.com/apply and I will show you how. So this is when you get into the discard phase, and that's when you start to see the cold switch. It can be really painful, and I've seen this happen in families. I've seen it happen from a parent to a child, where the child is no longer providing supply anymore, and then the child is no longer necessary. And that's really, really sad. And the narcissist version of a breakup is not pretty. It's rarely honest. It's rarely clean. It's a cold switch. They just cut it off. A lot of times it can be cruel. Sometimes they've been preparing it for a while. What I can see sometimes is that people feel blindsided in the discard phase, because for them, it's just, there's no empathy. People feel like they don't get closure because they just move on sometimes, because if they don't feel like there's any use for that person anymore, they go on to people that they think there's use from. They don't fall out of love. They just transition to somebody else. And then, what they'll do is they'll rewrite history, and they'll say, that person was too much, or that they never really felt connected, or I gave them everything, the person was too emotional. And the truth is that, you probably were always performing, or maybe you weren't the true version of yourself, or somehow in your gut that it wasn't right. But what you'll see sometimes is that they will try to come back and, what they call the Hoover, to see if there is some kind of supply that they can get from you. Because just as you're starting to breathe again, just as you're starting to maybe become the version of yourself that you know that you are, they will come back to see if they can suck you back in, not because they love you, but because they want to know, are you still under their spell? Can they get attention from you again? Can they play the same game? So what'll they do? They'll send a thinking of you message, I just got this diagnosis, and do you still care? Do you care about me? Meaning, are you available for my manipulation? And that's why no contact has to be the way. Gray rock is your survival. Like, you're just this gray, boring rock. Slaying is your survival. Use those email and text templates that I gave you. slaymyemails.com. How do you reclaim yourself after the discard? It's very, very difficult, because a lot of times you're trauma bonded. You've been through that. It's that dopamine, cortisol. And so you're physiologically addicted. Here's 3 things you can do. Reframe with the rejection. It's not about you. It is so not about you. It's never about you. It's always about their ego, their need for supply. Take your power back, reclaim who you are, identify who you are, create your own identity. This is your invitation to yourself. Get clear about who you are. You're not too much. You're a powerful badass. Who are you? Say, I am this. State who you are, and then use your experience to rise and step into your unstoppable self for your next chapter, personally, professionally, spiritually, whatever, right? I mean, I have seen people turn into the most incredible people of themselves. This is your springboard. Wherever you are is just the jumping off point to the next level. This is not a stopping point. This is just the springboard to the next level of yourself. This didn't happen to you, it happened for you. 100%. It always happens for you. I would say boundaries are bridges, but they're the bridge to the next level of yourself, because then now it opens you up to people who are actually going to support you, people who are actually going to be for you, and the higher vibrational people who are actually going to be for you. So if this video gave you clarity, if you finally feel seen, then please like this video, share it with somebody who needs to hear this, subscribe for more daily strategies that put you back in the driver's seat of your life. And what was that moment of realization where you knew that person was not the person for you? You probably saw red flags at the beginning, if I'm guessing. Make sure that you get my free templates and also join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. Summer's right around the corner and I'm already planning my next getaway. I love using points for travel and I'm always looking for ways to earn more. Here's a life hack I wish I'd known sooner. When you pay your rent through Bilt, you earn flexible, transferable points and unlock exclusive benefits along the way. Let me explain. There's no cost to join, and when you pay your rent through Bilt, you unlock flexible points that can be transferred to your favorite hotels and airlines and a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. When you pay your rent through Bilt, you unlock two powerful benefits. First, you earn one of the industry's most valuable points on rent every month, no matter where you live or who your landlord is. Your rent now works for you. Second, you gain access to exclusive neighborhood benefits in your city. Bilt's neighborhood benefits are things like extra points on dining out, complimentary post-workout shakes, free mats or towels at your favorite fitness studios, and unique benefits or experiences that only Bilt members can access. And when you're ready to travel, Bilt points can be converted to your favorite miles and hotel points around the world, meaning that your rent can literally take you places. So if you're not earning points on Bilt rent, my question is, what are you waiting for? Start paying your rent through Bilt and take advantage of your neighborhood benefits by going to joinbilt.com/negotiate. That's joinbilt.com/negotiate. Make sure to use our URL so they know that we sent you. That's joinbilt/negotiate to sign up to joinbilt.com/negotiate today. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches or discomfort or stress? CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body instead of against it. I have really close family members and friends who have dealt with stress or health issues, really severe health issues, and I have seen this work amazing miracles for them. And what I love about their products is that not only does it help relieve discomfort or stress or sleeplessness, but they're actually third-party lab tested and USDA approved, and they're organic, so they ensure safety and purity. And right now, Negotiate Your Best Life podcast listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate at your checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate. If you run a small business, you already know there's nothing small about it. I remember when I first launched my online store at shop.rebeccazung.com, every decision was monumental, from choosing the right tech to keeping things running smoothly. It was all consuming, but what made all the difference was having the right platform that understood the heart, the hustle, and the chaos of building something from the ground up. And that platform was Shopify. Shopify is the commercial platform behind millions of businesses worldwide and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands that are just getting started. I personally use it to run everything at shop.rebeccazung.com, from inventory to payments to analytics. It's all in one place. It even simplifies marketing with built-in tools to run social media and email campaigns so I can attract new customers and keep them coming back. Going global? Shopify's got great tools for that too in over 150 countries. And if you're selling in person, Shopify's award-winning point of sale connects your online and offline sales in one seamless hub with 99.99% uptime and the best converting checkout on the planet. Shopify makes sure you never miss a sale. Get all the big time stuff for your small business in one place with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/negotiate. Go to shopify.com/negotiate, shopify.com/negotiate. And the next video that I want you to watch is how a narcissist demonstrates love. That's the next video that I will see you in. And remember, you are not broken. You are bulletproof. You are not alone. You are never alone. We have an amazing community here. Amazing. I have helped people all over the world. I've seen people rise to become the best versions of themselves. I'm so excited for you. And this is it. This is where you start to slay. I'll see you in that next video. I'm Rebecca Zung, and today's the best day to start negotiating your best life. And I will see you there.